Hello, and welcome back to Doomed. Not so solo playthroughs through Arkham Horror, the card game with a focus on roleplay and storytelling. We're back at this strange time slot because we have something that needs doing, some business that needs finishing. And if you need something finished, you make sure to call today's special guest, the Crosshair.
Hi.
Hello.
Bad pun.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. That's definitely what I. That's what I intended for sure. I can't believe it just happened. I'll allow it.
The scenario is called Going Twice, so we are streaming twice.
Exactly, the Crosshair. Today we're finishing up. We're continuing part 2 of this second scenario in Cyclopean Foundations, Going Twice, aptly named. What else do I want to say? That's what we're doing. We'll of course we'll catch everybody up, get everybody up to date, we'll make sure we all know where Daisy and Joe and all of the O'Banion gangs are at. But of course, first I have to do some greetings. Aragwen, hello, it is early. But that's how much I love you. Welcome to Doomed. And Flower of August as well. No frost tokens as of yet, but we did have some frosty outside snow stuff of late, so that made me think of you. Welcome both to Doomed. I'm joined today by the Crosshair.
Hi.
Hello.
And just for Auli, I do have to do this. Morning has broken!
Oh, no. Oh, no. I have a long relationship with that song, actually, because I grew up hearing it sung quite often. Not sure what your relationship is with it, the Crosshair, yours and Owlie's, but you know.
Oh, I've just heard it around, so.
And you loved it.
Yeah, especially the bad rendition. So.
Oh, of course, naturally, yeah. Aragwen, re-snow stuff. I hope you guys are going to get some soon if you want some, but we had... oh man, what day is it today? Today is Friday, so I think it was a couple of days ago, maybe Monday or Tuesday, I can't remember now. We had like a dump of, I don't know, 4 or 5 centimeters of snow, which is not a lot, but it was enough to surprise me, certainly, and then most of it melted within a day. But it was definitely surprising, that's for sure. I don't know how things are out where you are, the Crosshair.
It's basically wet and the snow is leaves, so...
God damn it. I like fully half of the quotes in my quote bot on this channel are me, it's people quoting me or the various people who stream on this channel, but wonderful out of context kind of things, which is always fabulous.
Everybody has a good morning song.
Everybody has their own good morning song, it's true. Oh,
and they're never good.
Oh, Aragwen, oh boy. That's actually quite funny. I quite like that.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh.
Oh my fucking God. So, welcome back, everybody. I want to catch us up on the story so far, and then I think Crosshair, you and I have already talked briefly about what's going on, but I think it would be useful for us to also recap for ourselves what's going on. Oh, I see Sir Loin is facing off against a druid, maybe, or a bear. Who the hell is this?
I don't know, but he has his hand up a bear's ass, so...
Okay. I mean, he does... yeah. Oh, God, why? It's so good. Quick kind of tangent before I even jump into story. I just have to say this because I feel like there's enough people in the chat, and you're here, Crosshair, as well, for me to say this out loud, that there are a few FMV games I just got that I want to stream. Talos Principle 2 dropped yesterday, and I didn't even know it was coming out. I am so excited. And I also have Alan Wake 2, but it's not on my PC, so I don't know if I'll be streaming it via capture card. It's always a little annoying. But the point is, the future is bright in terms of games to stream. Oh my god, it's all exciting.
Lots to do.
Lots to do. Lots of exciting stuff. I'm a huge Talos Principle fan. Like, I really liked that game, and I know they were working on a sequel, but not only did I not know it was coming out, I didn't even know what it was about, so the trailer is just, like, blown my mind. I'm really, really jazzed. Really jazzed. Yeah, anyway, that's just a fun little tangent. Okay, the story so far. I'll do my best to recap, Crosshair, and then you can give me, let me know what I've forgotten here. Daisy and Joe have been hired to pursue a shipment of artifacts from Greece, from Mycenae, that have gone missing. They tracked them to the O'Banion gang, and specifically the O'Banion gang's underworld auction that's happening here. They, rather than sort of take on the security at the door, they decided to, quote, find another way around. They've been poking around. They've been, checking out the various display rooms and auctions. Joe won a painting in an auction because it was calling to him from beyond. And Daisy won some nice pearl jewelry. Lovely. They managed to find their way past the auction hall into a service corridor and then into the storage vault where the O'Banions keep all of their prizes, their goods. In the storage vault, there's some strange stuff happening. Strange geometry, I mean, strange as in, weird, unusual, perhaps. They managed
Euclidean even.
That non-Euclidean, even. I agree. They managed to find some of the, there's too much stuff for them to find all of the missing artifacts, but Daisy did find this warped idol, which I think is from that shipment of artifacts, but it's, kind of warping the world around it, which is very interesting stuff. In the meantime, they've now recovered at least that. Joe and Daisy think they might be able to track down more of the missing goods if they speak to the broker, the O'Banion's broker, who's in the broker's office. Broker's office, unfortunately, is being guarded by a big scary dude. So that's where we're at. They could either leave with the spoils they have, or try to speak to the broker and see if there's anything more they can do. The state of the board. There's a handcuffed fixer who's just unconscious in the storage vault. There's some security that's eyeing Daisy and her warped idol. There's a strange delusional dreamer, and the sentry who is guarding the broker's door. Lots of enemies, lots of things. Adding fuel to the fire, complication, there's still one more auction that's ongoing. Some Spanish doubloons. And if Joe and Daisy do not bid on this auction, well, the auction security are going to start having problems with them, which is not good either. It's very complex, and I think that's kind of where we landed at Crosshair. It's like, it was a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation.
I think the best course of action is to get that bid in, because otherwise there's gonna be a lot of trouble.
I agree, yeah. So for those who are kind of parsing and following the mechanics, if we don't bid on the auction, at the end of the round, every round until this auction is over, we each have to take a damage and place a clue on our location, which really sucks because Daisy's in a location with victory points, so it'd have to be picked up again. Plus, this auction security engages its prey if there are no resources on an auction lot, so it's important for us to bid. However, if we do bid, these covetous competitors, these people who really want the Spanish doubloons, might also start scuffling and fighting. Not great. Not great.
My doubloons!
My doubloons! Those were my families! Etc. I have a question.
That's my family doubloons. Yep.
Yeah. No, because I'm there's a few lines here that I'm thinking about in terms of, I see that the covetous competitor You can get rid of it, and you can automatically succeed at getting rid of it if I remove an auction lot asset from the game. So I could essentially bribe them with my painting to get out of here.
Yeah.
That's a possibility, but
That's one.
Yes, it's not both. You're right. It's something. The other,
And you still have to parlay.
sure, but parlay at least doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity, which is good. I'm still, yeah. So that's something I'm kind of considering. The other thing I'm considering, the auction lot itself, the Spanish doubloons. If we get 4 or more resources, we win the auction. We have to then pay 4 resources, or we each take 2 damage. Oh, okay, perfect, Aragwen, no problem. We won't die for like 20 minutes.
No promises.
No promises. Yeah, I suppose not. I'm tempted to not pay the it's hard to know what we will get if we end up with the auction lots in our possession at the end of the game. Oh, okay, 30. Perfect, Aragwen, no problem. I'll try to survive. Like, I'm wondering, Crosshair, what your thoughts are on keeping the auction lots around. Like, do we need to win the doubloons? Do I need to keep the painting? Like, what are they actually doing for us right now?
Well, the thing is that we only need one more bid in. Because that's the last one. So the covetous ones will do the 2 damage, and then they're not an issue anymore.
Yeah, right. So yes, that's what. Yeah, right. I see what you mean. Like, if we bid once, then that will, at the very least, that will deal with keeping tabs, and that will keep the auction security happy, which is good.
Yeah. And push comes to shove, I can go take that loan, so we can pay the 4 that is required.
Thank you, August.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for the subscription. I appreciate it. August is voting we keep the auction stuff, because who knows what cool stuff it may do in the future. Lol.
Also, those Spanish doubloons belong in a museum.
Ah, classic. I think my thought is the following. Because I just want to, before I try anything, because I'm going to try stuff and probably lose at the trying, but I just wanted to say this out loud before I try. If I bid, I could, I need to bid. I can either bid 1 or 4. If I bid 1, then we won't win the auction, but that's okay. It just it disappears. I mean, we don't know what happens, but we wouldn't win. If we bid 4, we then need to come up with 4 resources in a couple of turns, which is going to be difficult. I'm not saying impossible.
Yeah.
I am saying difficult.
Yeah, that's why I said that Daisy can go to Ernificus and pick up a loan, if it comes down to it, because we do have still 2 turns left.
Yeah, we have. You're right. So I have my turn. Then we'll go to. Sorry.
You could also bid 1, and then we can see what the situation is. I'm just thinking that if we only bid 1 and then we want to bid 4, then the covetous competitors will deal the 2 damage again.
Yeah, that's. I'm really hoping to get rid of them. It's the damage is what's scary to me, because I have to deal with this sentry, and so I have to try to evade it, which is like I don't think I'm gonna survive this round. Let me put it that way. I might. I think I can see a way of forward, but only if I evade. You know what I mean? We're in trouble for sure.
Basically, if you can evade the Opanion sentry, that's cool. Okay, it's evaded. It won't do anything because it can't engage me, it can't engage you. It's not a hunter after all.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, it has alert. I just noticed that. That's really bad. Because then it will hit me for 2 damage if I fail to evade it.
Yeah. The other option is to kill it, but it has 4 health, so...
Yeah, which of course I'm looking at all the guns that I haven't found yet and cursing my luck. Hello, weirdness. Welcome to Doomed. It must be Doomed o'clock. Exactly. I agree. Welcome to Doomed. I'm joined today by the Crosshair.
Hi.
Yeah. Here we go, Flower. Allow me to use this wonderful token arranger, courtesy of one of the modders here, to show you how bad the bag is. You can see generally what the modifiers of things are. All the skulls and tablets are worth -4, which is why they're lined up there. So I'm 1 up on a test against the O'Banion Sentry, so I pass on about half the tokens in the bag, a little less than half. It's not great. It's not bad. It's not great. I'm really sorry, Crosshair, because I've had like most of a week to think about this, and I'm just like looking at it again and panicking, in terms of not literally panicking, but
Yeah, the thing is, let's say the turn goes like this.
ready.
First action, you evade the O'Banion. Let's say that succeeds.
Okay.
What do you do then?
Move. Parlay. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Move. Well, kill the delusional dreamer. Move. Bid. Yeah. And then that would be pretty good, actually, I think.
Yeah, and
And then if I don't succeed at the evade, I'm probably dead. Probably.
yeah, if you're dead anyway. Well, you do have 5 health left.
Right, which is 3 attacks or 3 bids, or a combination of the two. We see where this is getting tricksy for sure. The extra damage is really getting nasty.
Yeah, and if we don't get that bid in, because I can't help, of course.
Yeah, you're chilling. Chilling in the storage vault. I don't actually remember. I don't remember what your turn looked like last turn. You got the warped idol, I remember. I can't remember. You probably got the clues off of it and something else. Oh, the tote
Probably
bag.
Daisy's tote bag, yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So I do need to... Okay, so let me think about this for a brief moment. Move bid deals me 4 damage and 1 horror. Then I would... It's so stupid. And then I would evade. Or... Hang on. Move
First.
parlay bid. That's 3 damage. And then I would take 2 more in the enemy phase, probably, from the O'Banion Sentry. So that's 5.
Parlay.
Ooh! It's spicy.
Yeah, I think trying to evade the O'Banion might be the first action still, because that kind of defines like how much damage you can take and all that.
Yeah, it's... Yeah, well, no, I know, Flower. I mean, the other... I want to just... I'll put this out there just for you, Flower of August. If Joe Diamond is gunned down by the O'Banion Sentry, the painting is lost anyway. It's tragic. I presume it just falls on the floor. If... Well, here's my thought, Crosshair. If I don't succeed at evading, I will move, and then I will bid, which I bid on the current auction lot, and I have to take a damage. No, shit. Okay. I have to bid first, because otherwise I'm not getting any money on it, and you're gonna get attacked. Oh, boy.
Let's say you fail, you take 2 damage, you go up to 5.
Uh-huh.
Then you move, you go up to 7.
Correct.
And then you'll die to the bid.
The covetous competitors would punch me
Yeah.
while I'm bidding.
And if there's no bid, then I won't die still, because
No,
lab
but...
assistant, lab assistant can take a hit. So basically, if you fail and evade, then we can basically ignore the bid.
It's not great. You would also put a clue on your location, is all. Like, that's the other thing I'm thinking of? Keeping tabs at the end of the round if we did not activate the force ability. Or the free trigger ability. Cheeky C! Hello! Welcome to Doomed. Wonderful to have you here, Cheeks. Long time no see. I'm joined today by special guest, the Crosshair.
Hi.
Okay. I'm foolishly, perhaps, Crosshair, considering the notion of move first, do the free trigger so that you have a bit of breathing room to get out of here next turn, and then try to evade, because it's like it kind of amounts to the same thing. Like evading would be good if I can succeed, but
Yeah, but if you first evade and fail, then you will survive until next round.
I won't.
If you don't go bid. Yeah, I will.
Oh, yeah, if I don't go bid, but then...
Yeah.
Well...
I'll survive also.
Okay,
I'll take 1 damage, and the auction security will do 2. I'll go up to 4, and lab assistant will go away.
Right, but then, like... And, you know, I don't want to sort of think too far ahead, because you're right that there's a whole bunch of stuff that's going to happen, but then, like... How are we going to get, like, how are you going to escape with the security on you, right? Like I suppose that's future us's problem, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Warp Bridle also says I can move without triggering...
Attacks of opportunity.
Yeah.
Huh. That is pretty good, actually. That's very interesting. Cheeks, I really hope you have a good time on your Wii Teen catch-up. I have to assume that's a catch-up with people that you are having when you were a Wii teen and not with Wii teens, but you know, whatever. I'm gonna stop saying Wii teen now. Crosshair, you're right. I'm just gonna evade. I'm gonna try. Here it comes.
Just succeed in evading.
Yeah. Okay. Great. And then we won't have to worry about anything. I'm 3-2. I can't do anything with this test, which is the big problem. I can't boost it in any way. So, you know.
Oh yeah, you marked the 3 already. Yeah. Well, you're just gonna pull a 0.
I like the sounds of that. Click. Oh! Even better. Oh my god. Wait, whoa. Hang on, this is amazing. Okay. +1. Which means I... Oh, well, hang on. I'll do the thing first. You may move an insight event to the bottom of your hunch deck. I will. I'm absolutely taking shortcut to put that on the bottom, because that's really good. Okay, this is potentially excellent. Then, yes, I succeed by 2 or more. I can't believe it. Okay. So evaded. So Joe manages to somehow pull a win out of the bag and like dive slides around a corner. Oh, they're not tiny teens. Okay, I understand, Cheeks. I'm going to reveal the broker's office, because I'm allowed to. So, thank you, Crosshair, because you're right. We always go for the risk thing first. That's true. Further down the service corridor and around one corner stands a door with the word broker in gold lettering over frosted glass. Another criminal thug, bigger than any 2 others put together, stands in front of it coolly. So I imagine this is Joe running down the hall screaming, and then drawing this guy's attention. Broker's office. Your sudden entrance startles the woman at the desk, who looks to you with indignation and confusion. Forced, after you reveal broker's office, put the set-aside Nora Shanley into play at the broker's office. Done. Forced, at the end of the...
It's white for me.
Ah, shoot. Well, I'll be able to read it for you.
There it is.
Okay, just load it.
Now I see it.
So it's a 4-shroud, 2-clue location with victory 1. It also says, forced, at the end of the enemy phase, if there is at least 1 investigator at broker's office, move each unengaged enemy, doesn't say exhausted or ready or whatever, 1 location toward broker's office. Interesting.
Ooh.
Nora Shanley, the O'Banian broker. The woman's piercing eyes scrutinize you as she considers whether to cooperate or raise further alarm. Action parlay. You try to convince the broker to give you the information you need. Test will or intellect 4. If you succeed, place a clue on Nora Shanley from the token bank. If there are at least 2 clues on her, advance the current act. Awesome. Awesome, yep. Awesome.
And I think I can get the clues from the broker's office. But that's a next turn issue.
Absolutely, because this turn I still need to bid. I mean, well, I still need to bid. I could, right? Like, because that would help. I think that would help us, for sure.
Yeah, the auction security isn't an issue, at least.
Correct. I will, however, try to, as Joe kind of runs screaming down the hall, drawing the attention of the security away from the door, I am going to try to plunge my knife into this dreamer to drive him off. And then last action, I'll move. I just I don't need to deal with him. I don't need to. No, I could move first. No, I'll just stab him first. Which is 6 to 3. I have 5 combat plus 1 from the survival knife is 6 to 3. That sucks. That's a -4, if I recall correctly. Okay, that's fine. Last action then, I will move. I'm not happy about it, but I will take a horror for moving, which is an attack of opportunity from the delusional dreamer.
Oh yeah.
And then last action, I will, or not last action, but free trigger, I will activate the ability on auction hall. So Joe runs back into the auction hall stalks back into the auction hall to try to just make it seem like he's been here forever. And I'm gonna put 4 resources or 1 resource is the question.
Let's go.
We're gonna
ham.
We're gonna try it.
We are greedy. Yeah.
All right. Joe's gonna shout out $40, 40 American dollars. He probably wouldn't say that, but that's okay.
For doubloons?
Okay, yeah, for the doubloons, don't sell any. Don't pay for anything, Crosshare. We're gonna need all that money. We can discard a copy of Keeping Tabs. I take 2 damage. And that's my turn. In the enemy phase, I take an attack. However, so I take a horror, but I can exhaust the survival knight to fight back against the delusional dreamer, which makes me 7 to 3.
Deals damage.
Oh, thank you, right. I did this last time too. I forgot that only works with damage.
Oh, well.
Okay, but that's fine. So, we move to upkeep.
And...
Oh, yes?
At the end of the enemy phase, if there's at least 1 investigator at broker... Oh, right. If there's someone at the broker's office.
God damn it, Flower. Right, so, thankfully for now, we're good. We're Gucci. I don't know what the shit we're gonna do about the sentry, but we'll figure that out. Yeah.
It's gonna ready anyway.
It's gonna ready, and we're going to go
Also, it has Hunter.
Hunter, correct, yeah. So we have to, maybe Joe's gonna move in and try to, stab it to death or something. Who knows? But we move to upkeep, where we draw our card, gain our resource. That'll be nice. At some point. No, hey. Okay. I was like, hey, wait, no.
This is really good.
Okay. I'm interested to know what's really good. I'm excited. Thank you, Flower. Sorry, Crosshare.
5 resources, took out the loan. Daisy might need to take out the loan.
Yeah, so in that case, someone would have to get the sentry off you, I think. Not off you, but like away from you, I think you'd have to figure that out, is all. And we have possibilities. We have options. We'll see what happens, of course, in the we got to do our mythos phase first. But the loan is no bad thing, because then you'll be able to maybe play some cards and all that.
And we can get the auction lot as well.
Well, that's the hope, right? So,
yeah. Okay.
Flower, I fully agree with you. I appreciate it. I'm glad we got away with it too. Let's just keep it at that. We go to 2 out of 3 doom. The auction lot. No one has been able to best Joe's bid as of yet. As the sentry, the massive man, looks around for the lunatic who just ran by him. We draw some encounter cards. And we hope against hope that it's not going to be too bad. Ooh, around every corner. Test Agility 3. If you fail, the nearest conspirator enemy moves directly to your location and makes an immediate attack against you. If there are no conspirator enemies in play, blah, blah, blah. So, conspirators. The nearest one, for sure, is not the sentry.
It's the fixer, but...
Ooh, yeah. Well...
It does move.
It does move, and it makes an immediate attack. It doesn't say anything about it being ready or not, so... Yuck. Although it would still be exhausted because it can't ready. So I think it would just come to my location and hit me. But nothing else would happen because it would still be exhausted.
Yeah, but you're gonna succeed with the evade anyway.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. Well, I appreciate that. 3 to 3? Here we go. I mean, I don't love having to take all the... Oh, God. So much damage! Okay, 3 to 3.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right. Well, that's... You know what? I mean, something's bound to happen. So, obviously, Joe's handcuffs are tough, but him hitting that guy on the head only lasts so long. As he rounds a corner to try to find another way back into the service corridor, avoiding the O'Banions, he gets clocked on the head and almost passes out from the horrific pain of it. And then this guy is... I mean, it's interesting. Yeah, he doesn't engage you. He's just at your location making an attack. So there he is.
Yeah.
He's just chilling.
Ran out handcuffed and slammed
just
into
bam,
Joe.
hit me, headbutted me.
Yeah. Let's see what else this storage unit has in storage. Covetous competitor. Not agenda 2, so there it is.
Okay.
All 3 of them.
There they are. Clamoring for you know, their own, for their doubloons, exactly. So
I'm free to do stuff because there's nobody here.
Well, there's nobody right there. There is a little someone in your way, which is a little scary.
And it's an elite.
Yeah. Because I know you want to move, gain your money. No, sorry, move, gain your money, which is 4 actions.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking, because I do have something that helps with the moving.
Exactly, Flower.
But the auction advances this turn.
Correct.
And does it... then the agenda advances as well.
Yes, so we would, when we would advance the current agenda, we would deal with the Spanish doubloons, so we owe $4, and then we would advance the agenda as well. Ooh. Flower is correct, of course. Health and sanity are not but a resource in the fight against the mythos. Oh, man. If I had drawn better, I would have a great solution right now, but I do not, which is too bad.
I could start and then you can see what happens.
Okay. I mean, that sounds fun to me. I'll just save really quickly, but go for it, our friend Daisy.
Free tome action.
Okay.
Take Essence of the Dream into hand.
Yes.
That means I do have 2 question marks.
Which is great. Very good.
I could also get rid of... I could get rid of the quantum paradox also.
I mean, I realize sometimes it's a question of do we have the time? Because it's a horror every turn, but like at least, that's yeah. It's a question of whether you have the action that you can spare or not. Do you think?
Yeah, basically we have 0 resources.
Right now, we currently have 0 resources because we're going to take them to balloons.
Yeah. I'm just thinking.
Yeah, of course.
What cards can I throw away?
I mean, with no money, probably most of them. I'm just kidding, right? Oh boy. Oh, right, and of course the warped idol is actually helpful as well.
Do we need a power word? I think this auction security is gonna wake up. Because there's not gonna be an auction lot asset.
That is true. I imagine with the next agenda, it's going to be like, you've been found out, or something to that effect.
Yeah. If I move, then I have to evade the Opanion sentry.
Yes. Although your warped idol could give you a move without having to get hit by him, if that is useful. But like, I don't know if that's useful or not.
But I'd rather use it on this storage vault.
Yes, of course, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Joe's gonna stab this guy. That's for sure.
Lab Assistant can soak 1 damage, so I basically have 4 damage left.
Yeah.
So that's a dead card. I'm just gonna try to organize and see.
Yeah, I mean, that's it, right? Like, any of course, this is for the benefit of the audience, but, in Arkham, most cards have skill icons on them, so of course everything's doing kind of double duty. The idea of discarding a bunch of cards from your hand is like, maybe it's not that bad, unless you need them for one reason or another.
Yeah. It's gonna be silly. Oh, right, but I can discard Essence of the Dream as well.
Yeah, unless you need it for something. I mean, sorry, but yes, Essence of the Dream, if it is discarded, it will go out of play as usual.
Oh, and Dream Diary doesn't exhaust. Cool.
Correct.
So basically I could get it back as well, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, let me think about Joe here as well. While you're doing this, Joe's evaluating his options. Stab. Then, money. Oh, great, Aragwen, got it. Okay. Well, we're not dead, Aragwen. We did manage to pass some stuff. We also know what we have to do, which is escape with the warped idol, or maybe convince this lovely lady, the O'Banion's broker, Nora Shanley, to give us some more info on the missing artifacts. But we're dealing with some security first.
Okay, let's just play Quantum Paradox.
Okay.
Essence of the Dream is 1.
Yeah. Mistrich, hello! Welcome to Doomed. Wonderful to have you with us. I'm joined today by guest, the Crosshair.
Hi. Logical reasoning. Feed the mind.
Uh-huh.
And then...
Excuse me.
Power word.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 actions left.
Spooky auction simulator. Ooh. Will they succeed at the auction, or will they be pummeled to death by the O'Banion gang? Ooh.
And next turn, the O'Banion sentry will come to me, because we'll both have 0 resources.
Well, it hunts.
Oh.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, right, it's just a hunter. Yeah, the auction security is a hunter, according to Prey.
Right. Actually, most resource. Yeah, so it will hunt towards me, but it will still be aloof. I don't think that's going to be a big deal.
Oh, I could move there with the O'Banion sentry.
Yeah.
And when did the auction happen? Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Oh, yeah, when it advances, so it's after the enemy turn.
Yes, correct.
Okay, cool. So we have time.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but you know, we have something.
We have
Perfect.
really could use that, but we can't play anything this turn. That's a fact.
Yeah, correct.
And if I move to the O'Banion sentry location, then
You would have to pass an evasion, probably to avoid
and
getting hit.
it'll engage me in the upkeep anyway.
Yes, but then, like, I mean, that at least you wouldn't be hit by him, but that's true.
Yeah, and if I fail the evasion, I'll die.
Correct. Yeah, it's
So
not great,
I
is
think
it? It's not great.
I think I'll just stay here and see what happens for now.
Well, I mean, if
Sure.
yeah, sorry.
Because I shouldn't move there anyway.
Okay,
I think so.
because he's gonna.
Because,
Okay, yeah.
yeah. Because if I move, he'll engage, and I have to succeed in the evasion or die.
Correct. Yeah. But I mean,
Yeah.
he is gonna hunt to you in the enemy phase as well.
Or you.
Well, except that I'd be dead.
Why?
I have 7. I only have 1 health left.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I'd be dead.
right. Oh, yeah. Right.
If I
but
can
then I
find-
can handle it next turn.
Yeah, if I can find maybe a little German Shepherd or something, I can maybe do something with that, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
But you're gonna stay
well,
here, so maybe just resources then, right? Or if you want to do something, you can pick up. Well, yeah, you do what you need to do.
I don't need the Dream Diary right now, because I'll get it free next turn anyway. Because I can't play anything this turn.
Uh-huh.
So I could take 2 resources and prepare for the next turn.
Yep. Seems like a good idea, because I imagine you have cards in hand that need resources to be played.
Yeah.
I don't know what they are.
Go.
Okay.
Boring turn, but
No, we're doing what we can. Joe's here, and I think I'm gonna have to deal with this delusional dreamer. So I'm going to attempt to attack him once more, and then I'm also probably similarly gonna draw some cards and hope to maybe get a nice little solution online. Love a breakfast, Sammy. Aragwen, I'm a little jealous. Joe's gonna stab. Stab. 6 to 3. Let's do it. +1, perfect. Okay. Joe manages to get the strange man around the corner and kind of subdues him before returning to the auction house, waiting to collect his Spanish doubloons. Second action, I'm going to draw a card. Okay. This is good, but of course we need the resources. Shoot.
We need 4. We have 6.
Yeah. And we're going to get 2 more in the upkeep phase. I have a... yes, thank you as well. Flower, you're absolutely right. Joe manages to recover a bit more evidence, which, helps him take a deep breath and rationalize where he's at.
Oh, +1 sanity. That's great.
Hey! Crosshair, here's my thing here. I just want to also say really quickly, hello, Audio Gunner. Welcome to a nice, quick little doomed part 2 of a scenario. I'm joined today by the Crosshair.
Hi.
I could spend some resources, which obviously is not good. If I do, I can then take the sentry so that he doesn't come to you. But you would lose. I think we would probably lose all of our money at that point.
Yeah. How much does your thing cost?
3.
Okay, and then in the upkeep we get 2, which leaves me with
1.
Yeah,
that's not great.
That's enough.
Okay.
That's enough.
If it is, then I'm super happy to do that. I think that'd be nice. Okay.
Go for it.
All right. Joe, seeing that the security is starting to close in around him, decides, "Fuck it. I'm gonna let Daisy do the last bit of investigating." He puts his fingers in his mouth and wolf whistles and calls forth a German shepherd bounding down the hall. Very exciting.
Who let the dog in here?
Ruff, ruff, ruff. Okay,
After it.
get him. And then, yeah, Joe's using the chaos to try to give Daisy some breathing room. So
It's kind of Joe's job.
Yeah, getting Daisy some breathing room, of course. That takes us to the end of the investigation phase, so we go to the enemy phase. Hunter's Hunt. The auction security does not need to move at all. It's still aloof. It's happy that someone bid on an auction.
But
Yep.
it should have moved last turn.
Last
Because
turn,
it's
yes.
still a
Last turn, yes, it
hunter.
should have moved. I agree.
And I think you had most resources.
I
so-
did last turn. You're right. I think this turn it would move.
It
back.
would be in the service corridor.
Yeah. So if it
But-
was, yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, then it moves back here.
Right.
So
Okay. So, still just chilling. But of course, then yes, the sentry moves in and aims a boot at this dog, who manages to sink his teeth into the guy's leg.
Well, he's almost dead.
He's getting there. Now, can I, after an enemy attack deals damage to you?
Because it deals damage to you and then you move it to the dog.
I believe so. Just gonna double check my rules here and so on, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, because then you assign it. Yes. Okay. Let's try. I'm gonna try. Joe basically is trying to separate the dog and the sentry, but he's also, subtly trying to aim a knife between this guy's ribs. He has 5, 6, 7 combat versus the 4 of the O'Banion sentry. 7 to 4. Cultist -1, I believe.
Excellent.
So success, 2 more damage. The guy, he kind of grits his teeth and looks up into Joe's eyes. You. Yeah. Okay, good. Crosshair. Good. We're getting somewhere.
Yay.
Upkeep?
Upkeep. Upkeep.
Upkeep. Well, that's not particularly useful, but that's okay.
Um, um, what did
Nora.
the...
Nora Shanley. We'll see if we can get in there. Oh God.
Just have to throw one away.
Yep, one of them.
Yeah. That's me.
Okay. So, mythos phase. We place a doom on the agenda. The agenda would advance. So when the current agenda would advance.
Removal doom. Excellent.
Well, okay. Damn it. I wish this was in the FAQ. If there is no... So forced, if there's no auction lot next to the agenda deck. If you can't, advance this agenda immediately. Oh. Oh, whoops. We should have done this ages ago. If there is no auction lot next to the agenda deck, if you can't, advance this agenda immediately. We should have done this ages ago. Whoops.
Last...
as soon as the Spanish doubloons hit the table.
But there is an auction lot.
Oh! It's not next to the agenda. Sorry, yes, I see now. Okay, I thought it was like an Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it's not the unrevealed one. This still counts, but...
Right. So, when the current agenda would advance, remove all doom from play and resolve whichever of the following is true. I will remove all doom from play, but then there won't be an auction lot next to the agenda, so we will advance the agenda as well. Like, we deal with the doubloons first.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we deal with the doubloons
so.
first. There's 4 resources on it. We gotta pay 4 resources. And someone gets some doubloons! I'll pay 1.
I'll pay the rest of the... Well, you're there, so... I guess you're taking the doubloons as well.
I am, but Joe wants to be very clear that these are for his friend who works in museumology, and he's going to hold on to them for her so that she can put them in a museum.
Then...
Agenda 1B, one final bid. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes tonight's auction. The auctioneer bangs his gavel a final time before stepping down from the lectern, the abruptness leaving the bidders in a slight uproar. The O'Banions rushed through the final transaction and herd the rest towards the exits. With no further business, your presence here will only be tolerated a short while longer. Agenda 2A, sold out. With the auction concluded, you have a brief window before your status as a guest is reduced to trespasser. You don't want to test the O'Banions' capacity as hosts any more than you have to. For Doom, we're ready to draw some cards.
There was still auction lot assets.
During the enemy phase, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So the auction security doesn't do stuff yet.
No, but he is now that there's no auction to secure, he's like, what the hell are you still doing here? That's going to be his go-to for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to get away.
Oh.
But...
Yeah, and I have to draw some encounter cards here. Joe's tangling with the sentry. He's hoping to rush him around the corner and deal with him. But first... a hidden card.
And still at the storage, the non-Euclidean one.
Ooh.
The archaic evils. Peril.
I agree, Flower.
So basically the non-Euclidean stuff is becoming more active now that the auction is closed.
Yep. Oh yeah. Well, and the Warped Idol is now in Daisy's possession too, right? It's like, I feel like it's twisting the world around it.
Yeah. Revelation. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You must either choose one. Draw its weakness. There's no more weaknesses there. And remove each card from the game. Shuffle each revealed card back into your deck. Place 1 doom on the current agenda.
So you get to reveal the cards first, which means, potentially you can choose after you see them, which is nice.
Oh, right. So, anyway, I draw 3 cards.
Oh, they're kind of just chilling here. This is fun.
Forbidden Dome don't need professor sketches. These could come in handy.
Play only if there's a clue on your location. Draw 3 cards.
Scroll of Prophecies. Well, we don't want Doom, but also I'm gonna run out of my deck soon.
That will give you 1 horror to reshuffle your discard pile.
Yeah. That gives more time than the Doom would, so
Goodbye, Daisy. Goodbye, Daisy's things, I should say.
I've translated this tome already. That wasn't too bad.
Oh, I agree. Ooh,
Oh.
yes, that's exactly what I wanted. This will be very useful for somebody. I don't know who yet.
Now we have time, but the auction security will be an issue soon.
Yeah, agreed. Especially if anyone ends up in the broker's office.
Which is kind of what I need to do also, but...
True. I'll direct our attention to the timing of it, right? At the end of the enemy phase, if there's someone in the broker's office, we move unengaged enemies. So that's after hunters would hunt, and that's after things would attack, so you kind of get a bit of breathing room. But then there are people there, which is less good.
Yeah. Next turn, I can actually play something.
It's true. It's a good point. I'm just thinking here, Joe could potentially come and try to help with what's this guy got? Hunter, aloof, blah blah blah. Okay. Joe has to deal with somebody first. He's got to deal with a problem, but then he could go and start helping with clearing out the broker's office. And Flower does make a good point as well. The objective on Nora Shanley advances the current act. This is the last act in the act deck, so it seems like it's something we could aim for and try to succeed.
Yeah, we don't need resources for the thingy.
The auction anymore. Yeah.
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 So I'm just gonna first action move and use the warp idol to avoid the storage vault thing.
Great. Awesome.
Boop. And second move. Boop.
Okay.
Oh, hi. You must be Nora.
Daisy, of course, knows everybody in this town.
Yeah. Let's talk business. Straight up parlay or try to get the clues. We do want the victory.
I was going to say the clues would be useful for an extra victory point. The parlay is our objective, and we need kind of 2 of each thing. Yeah.
I do need resources, but I'll get resources. I'm gonna use the free tome action to get Essence of the Dream.
Very nice.
And I guess I'll try to get the clue.
Why not?
Yeah. It's a force route, so let's spend Essence of the Dream. Just starts blabbing about her dream diary to the broker.
It's just blabbing about her dreams to the broker.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But that's all I can do, so that's 7 against 4. Still room to fail. But we don't fail.
Very good. Okay.
Oh, yay. Glad for you, Owly.
Yeah, what... Oh god, Aragwen, would it help to sort of share what it was and all of that? I hope that would help.
Terrible in a good way or terrible in a bad way. That's the thing.
I really hope... I want to know what terrible in a good way is.
Well, some nightmares can be fun when you wake up.
Yeah, that's a good point. Joe's got this guy to deal with here, but thankfully the German Shepherd has managed to take a chunk out of his leg, and the knife in his ribs is doing its work too. We're gonna... First action, we gotta deal with this sentry. I'm going to stab him. And I'm going to commit some icons. I have 5 combat, 6 with the knife, 7, 8 to stab this guy. Because I really want to just get rid of him. Ooh. Oh, It Follows as well, Aragwen, right? Which is a great movie. I really liked it, but it's scary for sure. 8-4! Hey! Joe manages to finally kind of knock this guy out, slit his throat, and drag him around a corner where he vanishes. Let's shortcut. Oh, actually, sorry. Before I do that, I would love to... oh, yes, go ahead. Sorry.
If you shortcut, auction security will be engaging you and hitting you.
Well, I'm gonna move into the broker's office with you.
Oh, right.
Like I want to come in there if I can, which I think I can. I'm going to action shake off the hallucinations that I'm feeling. This is Joe, hallucinating strongly that perhaps the guy, oh my god, the sentry is coming back to take him out again. He's gonna shake it off. Then, shortcut.
Backpack 2.
That was my, oh, sorry. Yeah, backpack level 2, I know. Tragic. But I'm removing a card in my discard pile from the game to get rid of the grotesque hallucinations. Shortcut in, and then walk in. Joe comes to join Daisy in the broker's office, kind of narrowing his eyes at Nora Shanley, sheathing his knife, sheathing his weapons, as it were. Just trying to make sure that everybody isn't... No one needs to be worried about what's going on here. And
There's
that brings us...
nightmare in your chat.
Yes, I'd love to read this here, yeah. Okay, a bunch of office workers. There was, researching this weird happening. Some other group was investigating from a criminal perspective, and it got out in our office building. Ooh. There were 30 of us, and we barricaded ourselves into a conference room. Ugh, horrible, Aragwen. Yikes. Brutal.
I see.
That
Stream of yours.
It does sound quite scary. Ugh.
Did this stream involve your mother?
Oh boy. Okay, so we've got Daisy the psychologist here. I like that. Enemy phase?
Yeah. Hunter's Hunt.
Hunter's
which
Hunt.
would be auction security.
Yeah, he's
and
moving
also
towards us.
engage an investigator because it's now active.
Right, but no one's at its location.
Yeah.
But then at the end of the enemy phase, this guy is moving towards us, but he still remains aloof.
Oh, right, because we haven't advanced the Doom yet.
Well, so at the end of the enemy phase, move each unengaged enemy one location towards the broker's office, which I did.
Yeah.
Which I've done. But then his security specifically says it's after the hunter's enemy move step.
Yeah.
So that's kind of already triggered. But he's marching around outside the office. Oh, Miss Shanley must be having a meeting with these people. I see. He's got his Tommy gun at the ready. Yeah. Which takes us to upkeep. I'm also going to read Aragwen's thing here. Oh, Ash is here as well. Ash, Creative Chameleon, welcome to Doomed. Wonderful to have you here. I'm joined today by the Crosshair.
Hi.
Everyone was standing around the copier reading as the pages came out. We realized it was a thing transferred by making eye contact. No. Aragwen, I don't know who that person is from your dream, but it sounds like they are awful. That asshole. Sounds terrible. We tackled him! Oh, there's more! Aragorn! He kept getting out of his bindings! You should write this as a screenplay, I think. Very Bird Box. Very Bird Box. Upkeep if we have not yet upkept. Great, okay.
There's the do. Oh, it didn't put the damage on me.
Yes, I think that's manual.
Well, I think I'll throw that away. This was possibly the perfect pool to have at the moment.
That sounds good then.
Yeah, my hand is looking, let's say, game-endy.
Well, considering we seem to be near the game's end, I think that's no bad thing.
I need 3 actions to succeed to finish this.
Correct, yeah, and we'll see what else kind of happens, I suppose, as we go to 1 out of 4 Doom. Ash, things are going pretty well. We're going to get through this mythos phase, and then Crosshare, I'm going to suggest we take just the shortest of breaks. I just need a quick couple of minutes. But we'll mythos first and see where we're at. And Aragorn, also, crazy dream. Do write that screenplay, buddy. Sounds awesome.
Yeah, I do need the turret as well, so...
Oh, okay, cool. Like you said,
Oh.
Joe and Daisy find themselves in the broker's office with staring down the O'Banion's broker, Nora Shanley. Security just outside. What could possibly spoil their fun? Bidding War. If it is Agenda 2, Bidding War gains Surge. Otherwise, put it into play next to the Agenda deck, so I will Surge. Into another Bidding War. It surges into Pickpocket. What? Aloof, Hunter, preys on the most resources. At the end of the enemy phase, if Pickpocket is ready and unengaged, move 2 resources from each investigator at Pickpocket's location to Pickpocket. When you defeat or discard Pickpocket, move all of the resources to the resource pools of investigators at its location, distributed as you wish. That's so cool. What a great... Oh, man. It's aloof, eh?
Oh, right. Excellent.
So
That's a great card.
Someone is... presumably the auction security hanger-on is like creeping around, seeing if they can maybe take a couple of, pick a couple of pockets, purses here and there, doing their best. But it's aloof, and I don't think it will matter, which is good.
Yeah. And what else? Oh, of course.
More security.
More security.
Yeah.
Like... You people really should be leaving.
Yikes, I really think we gotta get out of here.
But they're not yet engaged.
No, correct. Yeah, you're right.
So
Still aloof.
This is our last turn.
It is. Joe can maybe find you something, potentially, with his hunch deck. But we're staring down the barrel of needing to figure out what we gotta do.
Yeah, and I can handle something.
I'm hoping you can handle all of it, actually, but we'll have to see. Let's take
upkeep happens... Oh no, enemy happens before upkeep. But yeah, let's get back to it. I'll be right back.
Yeah, let's take a short break, everybody, as we head into our last turn. Before the security comes down on Daisy and Joe, maybe they can persuade Nora Shanley to get things done. Let's be back in just a couple of minutes, right here on Doomed. Okie dokie, what the heck is going on? Welcome back to Doomed. Sorry for the delay, everybody. I'm very excited to be right back as we head into the final turn. Crosshair, there's going to be lots of discussion, I think, after this, but this feels an awful lot like a scenario that could have gone either way, and a couple of things happened that really made it work well. Of course, I should say, I'm joined today by the Crosshair.
Hi.
Hello. Ash, I'm going to lurk around, Ash, but I'd love to know if you have any... I mean, you don't have to tell me, because I don't know how November's writing thing goes, but if you can tell us what you're working on, I'd love to hear about it. Hey, Eruvana's here. Eruvana, hello and welcome to Doomed. I am indeed joined by the Crosshair.
Aye.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay. So, yes.
Good news first.
Okay.
I can handle the damage that's coming my way in the enemy turn.
Okay.
That's 4 damage, but I can handle it.
That's great.
So
yeah,
that means we don't have to deal with the enemies at least.
Great. That is excellent as well. I agree.
That basically gives us another turn.
If we need it, right? If we need it.
Yep. I'm thinking if I go first, I might be able to end this.
Yeah. You're absolutely correct. I'm not to confuse things because I think you're right. I have here on the top of my hunch deck, no stone unturned. Choose an investigator. They search the top 6 cards of their deck for a card, draw it, and shuffle their deck. So, as a possibility, like I don't know what I would be looking for in my own deck, so I could give this to you as one of my actions, and then I could try to help. But if you feel like that would be helpful, and if not, I say just go for it.
Yeah, because we don't have to deal with the enemies, so if you take your turn first, then Daisy can finish the investigating Nora stuff.
That is exactly what I was hoping, and maybe I can assist with that as well. And I'm just going to quickly check in on Ash here, who is writing a new fantasy setting for D&D Pathfinder and potential short stories, which is incredible. So that feels to me like a really cool use of the sort of writing every day in November situation. I love that, Ash. Really, really cool. You'll have to give us the overview at some point. Okay, well then, Crosshair, I will do so. First action, Joe is going to leave no stone unturned and let Daisy search the top 6 cards of her deck for a card and draw it.
Okay.
And then he is going to, in the meantime, try to help by trying to get one of these either clues or parlays done. And yeah, try to avoid getting pickpocketed or hit up by security or whatever. No, exactly, Aragwen. There's no nano jail. I mean, if there was, it would be very small.
Do I take icons or...
It's a good question.
I don't have resources for anything.
Yeah,
basically.
so icons are probably no bad thing, right?
Yeah, I don't have any auto success stuff, so let's go with that.
Really cool. Really, really
And
cool. I think it just...
shuffling the deck is really good because Quantum Flux was up next.
Oh, classic quantum paradox for Daisy's. Oh god, her mind is all messed up here, which I think that's... Oh boy. Are there any like really bad tokens? There's a lot of -4s, but nothing too horrible. I have 2 actions, and I'd like to help, so I'm going to try to get this clue. I'm only 4-4, but like, there's nothing else I can really...
Clue is better because I can parlay much easier.
Okay. Nom, 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 nom. Ash, I just finished my water. I'll have to get some more later, but thank you for the hydration reminder. I'll give it a couple cracks here, Crosshair. Why don't Joe try to investigate the office just with his eyes while Daisy and Nora chat? 4-4? Fingers crossed? -1. That's a fail, unfortunately. One more.
I can throw 1 icon into this.
Hey, +1 is +1, man. It's something for sure. So let's go 5-4. Fingers crossed. I'd love to help. Damn it.
Oh,
that is unfortunate. Okay. Well, so unfortunately, Joe was unable to help. So hopefully Daisy can score all these things in one turn. That would be really cool. But
Yeah, this is gonna be a Daisy turn as she rummages around the broker's office and, oh, Nora, what's this? Have you read this one? I've read that one 3 times already, and just tries to confuse her and, okay, what the hell do you want? Just get out of here. Have I talked about my dream diary lately? So, pre-action, I'm gonna grab the essence of the dream again.
yeah, tome action. Yeah, you bet.
Then, oh yeah, if there are at least 2 clues on Norris and the advance, so that has to be the last one.
Yeah.
Okay, so first off, let's try to clear. This is just creep talking, but let's try to clear the broker's office.
Very good, Ash. Very funny.
So that's 4 against 5. Yeah.
Okay.
4 against 7.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. That's, 3 up is great, I think, on a test like this.
Ooh.
Great.
Okay. That's the victory point.
Hooray! Which will definitely
Now
take.
then. Nora. I remember you when we were back in high school and
Joe's just like, oh my god.
just shut up and get out of here and you're gonna blow my cover and I'm gonna get killed. So we're gonna be testing with mine, I think.
Okay. Not. Oh, sorry. You might have various
Yeah.
bonuses and things. Okay.
Yeah. So mine 4. 4 against 3. Let's make that
5 against 4.
5 against 4.
What do you want to say? Exactly 5.
How about
Ah.
7 against 4?
Okay.
8 against 4.
That's a lot of willpower icons.
Yep.
Wowzers. Okay. Great. Well
Let's
done.
talk with Nora. And okay.
Ah, my
There you
heart.
go, Flower.
Nora, I imagine, is just totally stonewalling Daisy, this weirdo who's yapping. She's talking about her dreams. She's talking about knowing her in high school. It's just not. What is happening?
Oh. Well, let's just test another parlay with
You're welcome, Flower?
straight up. Yeah, it's gonna be a straight up 5 against 4 with book power.
Yeah, intellect, absolutely.
Okay.
Okie dokie. I can tell when we're not wanted.
Right.
That is true as well, Flower. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's just
That's your 2 reds for the game.
as traditional red. Fuckage, I believe, is the official term.
Yeah, gosh.
Fuckage, of course,
Oh
yes.
well. We still have time.
You're right. Daisy, unfortunately, is unable to convince Nora of much as of now. Enemy phase. Hunter's Hunt. Cool. If there are no resources on an auction lot and security is unengaged, it engages an investigator at its location according to Prey. The security are coming in to basically drag Daisy away. Oh my god, dude. I don't know what we're going to do about that. I mean...
Okay, but engaging doesn't mean damage yet, so...
Well...
But enemy phase does.
Oh, yes, yeah, right, yeah. Well, so after the hunters move, each engaged enemy attacks if able.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, for the first one... she's just gonna lift her hand like, stop talking to me. Me and Nora have business. So I'm gonna deny the first 2 damage.
Great.
And then the second damage, 1 goes on me, and 1 goes on the lab assistant who just leaves the room like, oh, you can handle this.
Scurries off, yeah, of course, of course. Ay, yoy.
That's not too bad.
No. It's a little...
But...
Yeah, at the end of the enemy phase. The Fixer, still exhausted, still handcuffed, but is trying to make his way to see if he can get freed. That's the unengaged enemies moving towards the broker's office. And, indeed, the Pickpocket. Move 2 resources from each investigator at Pickpocket's location to Pickpocket. And then if we defeat it, we get the money back.
Yeah. I moved mine too, but...
And I moved my 1.
Yeah, we don't need resources, I don't think.
No, I think we just need to get this parlay going. But we do go to upkeep. So, you know, fingers crossed, I guess.
Yeah.
Nice. Sure, Scott. Yeah,
yes.
Why not? Not useful.
That's excellent.
Okay.
That was jackpot draw.
Okay. The security are starting to drag Daisy out. Joe, eyes whipping around, is looking for some way to convince Nora to give them what they need before they have to really be out of there. 2 out of 4 doom. And we draw our encounter cards. Ooh. A flash of something at the door. Ooh. Oh, God, actually, this is new. Sorry, I'm just going to look at this secretly.
Okay. I'll just draw mine then.
Yeah. Interesting, interesting, interesting.
Hey, it's another pickpocket. They're really coming out now.
The security, like, have little hangers on, and I feel like they're trying to make their own money here. It's... oh, boy.
Yeah, the Nora is really hating this, that everybody is at her office suddenly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what is... Nora... yeah, exactly. I imagine Nora's just like, excuse me, I'm trying to do business here. So... it's back around to us. The ability on Nora is a parlay. Does not provoke attacks of opportunity to do.
Oh, well,
And-
that's great.
Because we're just talking, right? We're just talking. The security can't, you know, drag you out if you're just... Boom, Flowers got it. The only working coffee machine in this whole fucking auction house is in the broker's office.
Yeah, because I can't take another hit.
No, for sure.
Like,
Uh,
so
and neither...
does Joe want to convince her first, and then we'll see what happens?
Yeah, Joe wants to try and probably not make it. Well, okay, hang on. So if I... because I could try thrice, or I could
Got a brain.
take a resource, play a card, and then try a better... oh, actually, no, that's terrible. Okay, that literally doesn't help at all. Never mind.
I can help with brain icons for some.
I mean...
But then again, yeah, you don't have that much anymore,
yeah,
so...
I have 1 as well, but it feels like I should try evens instead of throwing things into a test that maybe would put me just 1 up or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, Weirdness. Yeah, thank you, Weirdness. Have a good rest of the day. We'll see you. Oh, God.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We're going to go action 1. 4 to 4. I'm just going to try this 3 times, basically. And I'm going to hope that this isn't a problem.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Oh! Joe slams his hands on the desk, and he's just like, "Listen up, toots! Listen up, Nora. I can make big things happen against the O'Banions or for the O'Banions." She's like, "All right, you have my attention."
While Nora is just talking to the guard, saying, oh, hold on, he's just talking.
It's just, yeah, exactly. He's not moving aggressively yet. I'm gonna try again, Crosshair. I have 1 brain to help you as well if this doesn't work out.
Yep.
4 to 4. -1. Not a success, unfortunately. Last one.
I sadly don't have any icons.
No,
for that,
I cannot believe how. Well, we've burnt through so much. Like, I'm just so surprised by how this has gone insane. 4-4. Last one. Joe. No. Okay, that's fine. If I say Joe, maybe it'll work. All right, Crosshair. You just need to get one of them, my friend.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, if I evade one of these, then I can survive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
have...
you must have some sort of damage thing to survive.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So, but first, we only need one success on the...
Yeah.
Like, come on, Nora, just talk to me. Like, tell us what we want to know, and we'll just get out of your hair, and all these guards will go away, and I don't have to open this Necronomicon.
This what? I have a willpower icon for you, if that's what you'd prefer, or you can intellect for yourself if you'd prefer.
Let's try the Brainy Brain first.
Okay. +1.
+2. I have so many icons, so that's 6 on 4. Yeah.
Yep. Correct.
There we go.
Yes. Daisy. Daisy with the brain.
Yeah, like, I'll get Joe out of your hair. Like, we'll just...
Yeah, we're good cop, bad cop. That's what we're doing here.
Putting a knife on the table, like, if you're not gonna talk, hold up, no need to get security involved.
Whoa.
But yeah.
Oh, great.
If there are at least 2 clues on Nora Shanley, advance the current act.
Then I suppose let's advance the current act, shall we? Close the deal. If there are at least 2 clues on Nora Shanley, after hours of pleading and badgering, the woman lets out an exasperated exhale of smoke. All right, fine. I've seen a lot of stupid people mess with the O'Banions before, but this has got to take the cake. I want to hear your reason for all of this, and it better be a good one. R2.
Quite fitting.
Incredibly fitting. Oh my god, Crosshair. Crosshair, we're at the resolution. We made it. I can't believe it.
This only goes to show people greed is good.
Oh god. Yeah, well, I mean, that's one possibility, I suppose. Greed is good. Look, there were a few, we talked about this, there were a few left or right, binary kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, anyway, there were forks in the road, and we decided to risk it for a biscuit, and we got our biscuit. It's not the worst thing in the world.
Let's see. Well, maybe. It depends.
Yeah, well, I suppose, yes, you're probably right. You try to explain to the broker the nature of your investigation with as few details as possible, but she scrutinizes every word until your purpose at the auction is clear. Excuse me, sorry. You begrudgingly tell Miss Shanley about your brief investigation of the riverfront before arriving at the auction, which causes a puzzling shift in her expression. She sits in quiet thought for a moment before casting her steely gaze back up at you. No, your story isn't credible. Wycliffe wouldn't have sent you to the river in the first place. You press Miss Shanley on how she knows what Wycliffe would do, and show her the documents from Wycliffe as proof of your story. Her confusion deepens as she appraises the papers, and she leans back into her chair for another drag on her cigarette. She scrutinizes your face once more as she exhales before replying. What I'm about to tell you does not leave this room, am I understood? Daisy and Joe are both pretty good at keeping secrets, so they nod curtly, though Miss Shanley takes her time before responding again. Wycliffe is the man who hired us to take the artifacts in the first place. Here. Oh shit. Actually, that's huge. The broker opens her desk and pulls out a check for a sizable sum, with Wycliffe's signature clearly printed at the bottom, a perfect match for the one on your letter. She allows you to view the check for a few seconds before she returns it to her desk and stands stiffly. If you want any further information, I suggest you ask Wycliffe directly. I have enough to worry about without this backward deal adding to it. and I suggest you leave before you give security any extra reasons to ice you. Yep. In your campaign log, record that the investigators interviewed the broker, which I will do. We interviewed the broker. Add a cultist token to the chaos bag for the remainder of the campaign. Yuck. Not bad. Not great. Skip to resolution 4. Your visit to the auction may have been in part frustrating, but you managed to lay claim to some hard evidence at last. You are still learning how best to handle the statuette, as its construction is utterly alien. You're unsure if any human hand could have carved such a thing, or if it even originates on Earth at all. The one thing you are sure of is that the world seems to bend slightly around the stone, and something like that is better kept in your hand than the enemy's. Any one investigator may choose to add Warped Idol to their deck. It does not count towards their deck size. Mark 1 notice in your campaign log, and continue to resolution 5.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Warped Idol stuff then.
Okay. Yeah, I think we'll want to discuss who gets it at some point. But we'll continue on for now, you're right. Resolution 5. Recent events may have brought you closer to the truth, but your enemies still managed to repossess the vast majority of the Mycenian stone before you even arrived. They vanished as quickly as they appeared, which would have left you with a cold trail were it not for the revelation about Wycliffe. The time has come to dispel the air of conspiracy that has saturated your investigation from the very start. You set off for Wycliffe's estate without delay. For each auction lot asset the investigators control at the end of a scenario, choose one. In your campaign log, cross off an entry where the investigator took out a loan. Remove that auction lot from the game, or move that auction lot to the victory display.
Oh, all 3 of them?
Yeah, because we didn't take out, I can't believe we didn't take out any loans, but we did not take out any loans. So you're right, leaving with a Baroque painting, some doubloons, and some pearl jewelry, some of which belongs with Daisy and some of which belongs in a museum. Each investigator earns experience equal to Victory X, value of each card in the Victory display. If there are 3 or more auction lots in the Victory display, each investigator earns a bonus experience. If we did not win any auction lots at all, we earn 2 bonus experience, which is quite cute. If any investigator earned 3 or more experience, mark a notice. If any investigator earned 6 or more experience, mark 1 additional notice.
Okay, so
let's count.
First off,
yeah, let's count.
There's 4 XP in the victory display.
The auction lots are sorry, I'll just interrupt really. If there are 3 or more in the victory display, we earn 1 bonus experience.
But
they're not worth anything on their
X
own.
value. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they don't have victory on them, so they're not. Oh yes, yeah. We can do that. That's a good way of doing it. Whoop.
Oh yeah. That's 2 experience.
Okay. Plus. Woo.
2 from the storage vault. That's 4.
Uh-huh.
1 from the broker's office. That's 5. 1 from the auction hall. That's 6. 1 from the display room. That's 7. That's 7.
7 XP, which means we have earned 2 more notice. 1 because one of us earned 3 or more XP, the other because someone earned 6 or more XP. Joe's unsolved case unfortunately reduces his XP by 2, but that's still 5, which honestly is way better than I was expecting. So I'm thrilled.
Yeah, and the 7 XP I do have. Basically, I have 9 experience.
Yes, as long as the first 2 cards. Well, yeah, as long as you don't buy anything new, and as long as you down the rabbit hole the first couple of things. But I'm sure that's the plan. So
the thing is that I can use down the rabbit hole for 2 different shroud analysis because they are different cards.
Yeah, I don't. I like it. It works for me. You'll have to choose all of them at random, but I think that's kind of part of the fun of it. IMO.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll
So
be able to look at that together.
let's just see, how many things did Daisy have? Oh, right, she has already upgraded the stone. Then there's the identified solution, translated tome, and interpreted the dreams. So I might be able to upgrade all of those.
At least some would be pretty strong, and all of them would be pretty huge, I think. And then Daisy has lots of options. I mean, this
Yeah.
I will jump onto Flower's comment here. I don't think buying lots was a trap. It prevented us from taking too much damage and stuff. And we got 1 XP. Yeah. We would have gotten no XP, or we would have gotten 2 XP if we had taken none of them. But I think this is okay. We did okay.
Yeah, we basically got 1 less XP, but if we didn't bid on any of them, we would be dead.
Frankly, we should be dead anyway.
Yeah.
The only thing now is anyone investigator may choose to add Warped Idol to their deck. It does not count towards their deck size. So the question is, does someone want this hyperbolic carving?
Oh, yeah, it's the icons are great.
Yes.
Basically, like, and the 2-cost asset, and when you would move from a location, exhaust Warped Idol, this movement ignores all attacks of opportunity and effects on scenario cards. Thing is, my deck is rather large.
Uh-huh.
It's quite a lot bigger than yours.
I mean, okay, its size doesn't necessarily matter, but I hear you. Just kidding.
The chances of me drawing that is quite small. I do draw 2 per turn, and I have all the draw things, but...
True. I do wonder about Joe. It's also an item, which means Joe could gear up with his Warped Idol, which is maybe not that bad.
And also it's a necklace. Neither of us has a necklace, so it basically could go on anyone.
Yeah, I think Joe's necklace is his riot whistle, which is like, who cares?
By the way,
I'm happy. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Show this ancient stone, one of them.
Ooh.
The viewers perhaps, but it's an upgraded ancient stone. 2-cost. There's 6 secrets, which is 7.
It's a lot.
And when you draw any number of cards, you can spend that many secrets and move that many times.
Yeah, which is, a very cool effect. It means that if you end up drawing cards by an effect because you played a card that allows you to draw a lot of cards, or because you drew during upkeep, you can move out of sequence, and moving is, typically a big action sink. So this is, the fact that this stone allows you to teleport is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's why I'm also thinking the Warped Idol might be better, because I might be moving more.
Okay. If you would like it, I think that's a good thing. Plus, it allows you to ignore attacks of opportunity once, which is cool. I mean, whoever has it, but yeah, it sounds like you should. It sounds like you want it.
Well, it's either or. Like, I don't really need it, but
if we're not sure, then I think we should probably flip for it or roll for it.
Yeah, that works.
Okie dokie.
Who has to take the cursed idol?
Exactly. Should we roll or
I
should
don't
we
want
flip? No, I don't want it either. You take it. No, you take it. I will get out a die here. Let's take out a nice cursed D6. Whoa. Okay. All right. Crosshair. If it's evens, you have it, and if it's odds, I have it.
Yep. Not good. It's gonna be a 3 anyway, so...
Oh, wow. Okay. So odds me, evens you. Do you want to give it a flick or a shuffle or something and see how it goes? I'll let you...
Let's.
Hey!
Oh,
Evens.
okay.
All right. Well, and there's your warped idol.
I'll just grab that then.
We'll
Also, regarding that, I had deny existence, so.
Ah, you had the other one. Good. Yeah, I couldn't remember if you had. I feel like you ended up playing quite a few of them over the course of the scenario, so I was like.
Yeah, but I rotated my deck and drew 2 of them, so.
There you go. That's pretty good. So that's working out well. So we'll remember, or we'll try to remember, Crosshair, to add Quantum Paradox and the Warped Idol to your deck on Arkham DB so that it loads in.
Oh, right, yeah, Quantum wasn't added.
Yeah.
I'll try to find it.
Should be okay. Excuse me. And we'll see if Warped Idol is even on Arkham DB at all. Probably not, but that's okay.
Yeah, probably not. Quantum might not be there either, like
It should-
as in something.
It should be because it's an official card, right?
Oh yeah, true,
Yeah.
true.
But we'll see how it goes. Because, yeah, if it... Anyway, if it's not available, we just need to make sure to keep the card so that we don't lose it in later things. However, it's enough blabbing for me. This brings us to the end of Scenario 2 of Cyclopean Foundations. Next time, which should be tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern, you can catch Scenario 3 with Daisy and Joe, which is called Private Lives. Presumably they're going to confront the Wycliffe, the academic with the endless pockets.
Wycliffe Sean.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, the pickpockets were happy because they left with some resources.
Oh yeah, pickpockets are thrilled in this scenario. I feel like there were a lot of gangs, a lot of security, a lot of pickpockets, but we did it. That's the key. So I want to thank everybody for joining us on this sort of strange additional time for Doomed. It's a great time. Go ahead. Sorry, Crosshair.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, but be safe, be well, and remember when going into the weekend that what's up with his plot. Oops.
I don't know what that means. It's very strange. As always, of course, you can use the Discord to find out about all the things that are happening roundabout on the RPG Clinic community. The current plans are Punchy Stream tonight, tomorrow Drew Crew, tomorrow Doomed, Sunday Montreal by Moonlight, and I believe Tuesday evening Scotty will be streaming again on this channel, which I'm really excited about because, like I said, we've got Talos Principle 2, we've got, I don't think I'm going to stream Alan Wake 2 in the end, but we've got all sorts of FMV things and stuff to jump into, so there's going to be lots of new streams. And of course, thank you, Crosshair. Tomorrow, Bloodfiend 13, our good friend Kathy, will be streaming for the Extra Life charity stream for 24 hours, or as long as possible.
Yeah.
So, I believe that's all of the PR that we need to do, so I want to thank everybody again. And as Crosshair said, purple butts, indeed, take care of yourselves. Drink lots of water, and we'll see you next time on Doomed. Bye-bye.
Bye.